Guys, thanks so much for joining me. This is Brandy, and I'm going to go through the Earth Magic Oracle cards. This is a 48 card deck by Stephen D. Farmer, and I wanted to go through a quick walkthrough. I know a lot of you feel the most important aspect is the images. I also feel that the guidebook is very important, so I want to go through both, and I'll start with the fun part, the imagery on this beautiful deck here. It's very earthy and very pretty. So I'll start and I'll go through each of these cards with you guys. Please like and subscribe, and because I'm going to try to do a giveaway soon, and so I would really appreciate it, as I need more likes for sure. And I do appreciate you watching my videos. I do have some other videos and unboxings as well. This one is Milky Way in its perspective. Next up is Green Man's Synergy. I find this is a really accurate deck as well. It's not a newer deck. It's been out for a while, but it's very special. Shaman, Ancient Healing Wisdom. Just look at him, how powerful he is. Rainbow Blessings. This is also a very easy to read deck for a beginner. Stone People, Vigilance. It's one I find I like to draw a few cards with instead of just one. I like to draw 3, 6 cards. I really like the deck. And I find it very accurate and intuitive as well. New Moon, Promise. Summer Solstice, Radiance. Tsunami, Wake Up Call. DNA, Karma. This is one card that I really love. Just the DNA and the Karma. That's one reason I purchased this deck, from this particular wording alone, because I didn't have any, that was like that to work with, and I like working with cards, ancestry type, DNA, Karma. Dreamtime Creation. The art is stunning. Ceremony, Invocation. Just like she's making this lovely crystal grid. Desert Vision Quest. Lightning Power. Autumnal Equinox, Release. Ocean, Ebb and Flow. Mountain, Strength. Beautiful imagery. Rain, Purification. Meadow, Vulnerability. Childhood, Innocence. So beautiful. Wind, Activation. Lotus Flower, Unfoldment. Fairies, Earth Magic. Island, Solitude. Love this one. Eagle, Communion. Cloud, Shapeshifting. Winter Solstice, Reflection. Love, Compassion. Music, Harmony. Gaia, Nurturing. Let me move some of these over, make it easier for me. Fog, Veiled. Crystals, Focus. River, Movement. Dawn, New Beginnings. We have Whale, Breach. Ancestors, Generations, Love. Iceberg, Submerged. Cave, Sanctuary. Waterfall, Effortless. Effortless. Love it. Dance, Celebration. Volcano, Volatility. Wolf, Instinct. Forest, Breath. Full Moon, Completion. Spring Equinox, Rebirth. Fire, Passion. Lake, Stillness. Tree, Grounding. And it's the same as the back covers here. And then lastly, Dragonfly for Emergence. So I'm going to take a card. I'm going to take this Dragonfly, and I'm going to go in the guidebook and read a little to give you some example of the images here, or the images, an example of the words and how it is. So it's in alphabetical order, which is easy to get to, but I'll also show you a little bit in the front as well. So Dragonfly, doing one-handed here because my tripod broke. Tripod broke. In the stages of life cycle of a floating, in the stages of life cycle of a dragonfly, once the egg is laid upon a floating plant or dropped into the water, it gestates, hatches, and may remain for up to 4 years in this larval form called a nymph. This is a persecutor of the dragonfly. Dragonflies skip the cocoon stage, moving from egg directly to nymph. At some point, the nymph climbs into a rock or a leaf and there emerges from its former body and takes on the shape and character of the adult dragonfly. This radiant being then proceeds to illuminate our eyes and hearts as we witness its dramatic color and magical dance along the surface of water. In this card, we see a nature goddess, like the dragonfly emerging from the water, her hair braided with vines, dotted with flowers. She is surrounded by dragonflies and is one of the vibrant plant life thriving in the pond. The goddess emerges from a gestation in the water, transformed with a renewed sense of power and purpose. And then it goes here. So you can kind of skip that part if you want to, and you can go straight to what it really wants you to know. But I like reading the entire thing. It's just preference. You're in an intense process of emergence into the next cycle of your life. Unlike more gradual shifts in awareness, you have experienced this one is happening quite rapidly and came on somewhat unexpectedly, without any pauses for contemplation or indecision. You may even think that you are unprepared for such dramatic changes in your life, yet you are prepared and can be put to use the experiences and wisdom you have accumulated up to now. Life is demanding that you move into the next stage of maturity. This requires you to adjust your thinking about yourself, others, and your community. It calls for you to shed yet another layer of your ego-filled defenses and let go of any illusions of being less than who you are. This period of emergence is one of broadened consciousness and heightened perceptual capacities. And since it's inevitable, it is best to surrender to the flow and allow yourself to gracefully move into the next cycle of your life. So that is Emergence. That is an example. And this is by Stephen D. Farmer. It tells a little bit about him on the back. It says, PhD is a soul healer, shamanic practitioner, ordained minister, and licensed psychotherapist. He's the author of numerous books and card decks and is the host of his own radio show, Earth Magic Radio, on contacttalkradio.com. He makes his home in Laguna Beach, California. It has about his website, and it tells about the guidebook a little bit. And then in the beginning of the book, we have our contents, our instructions for making the best use of these cards. Preparing a new deck of cards. We have just different ways you can use the spreads. I actually like how simple this one is here. So it gives you a good bit, and I really like the simplicity of this deck. Very good for beginners to use. You can definitely read some intuitively from this deck, and I really like it. Anyway, I hope that this was helpful for you guys. I hope that this deck was helpful for you guys. It's just so pretty. It's such a pretty deck. I really like this image. It reminds me of Josephine Wall's image. I'm not sure who or if it tells here who the cover design by Amy Rose Gregorius, cover art Helena Nelson Reed. So it just reminds me a lot of Josephine Wall's art, this picture. So it's kind of different. There's just different types of art and on this particular deck. some more realistic, some more artsy. Really like the variety that you do get from this and the simplicity of this particular deck. It's one I use pretty often. But anyway, I hope you guys like this walkthrough. If you enjoyed it, please like, please subscribe if you'd like to see more. Comment, and I'll definitely comment back. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have a blessed day.